But to Johnny's point, well, I'm not, because someone still has to come out of the East, and you're right. The competition in the East relative to Eastern Conference players, teams, is closer. But in terms of how talented the East was, how good the East was, relatively speaking, it just wasn't. Again, even if you don't want to use records or 50 wins, even if you look at losing teams that were making the playoffs, because we can all objectively agree that if you're a losing team that makes the playoffs, that losing team just isn't that good. Then if we want to look at how many players were making all NBA selections back in the day, in particular first team all NBAs, there's quite a few years where some years even all 5 of the first team all NBA players are coming out of the West. There's several years where the 15 players who make the all NBA team, only 3 or 4 of them are Eastern Conference players, right? Even when you go beyond, even if you look at MVP candidates and recipients, right? Most of the MVP recipients were coming out of the West, and even if they didn't win it, a lot of the MVP candidates were still coming out of the West. Is that we agree on those things?
But low.
Wait. I'm answering the question. I'm glad that you jumped off
the best players and the best role players.
Peace and blessings. Welcome to GOAT James Kingdom. On this episode, we're going to show you guys a discussion between me, Johnny, the Exposer, versus a bunch of Kobe Bryant fans and Michael Jordan fans on FYF Sports Debate. Now, what you are witnessing is mid-conversation to where we were discussing the competition between LeBron James versus Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. And obviously, the first thing Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan fans love to bring up is team records in the team's face as far as 50-win teams. But if anybody's watched GOAT James Kingdom, you know we've exposed that logic long time ago. So where we are at now at the discussion is Low trying to defend himself after being exposed, bringing up team records. But I'm going to allow him to speak and watch what happens when it's my turn to speak and for me to address the panel and bring up the information in which GOAT James Kingdom provides. So without further ado, here is a special GJK exposure provided to you exclusively by FYF Sports Debate.
Let's talk about all NBA, because at the end of the day, all NBA and all defensive selection, LeBron's faced more all NBA players, more all defensive the selected players than Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. In fact, Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant never faced a team that had 2 all NBA players and 3 all defensive players on it, and that was in the Eastern Conference, the 2006 Detroit Pistons. But at the end of the day, Kobe Bryant and them never faced the competition LeBron.
Wait, who? Hold on, who? Who are you talking about? 2006? Who?
The 2006 Detroit Pistons had 2 all NBA players and 3 all defensive players on their roster.
Who was the 3 defensive players? Name them.
Tayshaun Prince, Ben Wallace, and
Ben Wallace was not there.
In 2006, he was.
So as you can see, I'm not even 30 seconds into my response to Low, and I get cut off by somebody who's questioning the info provided just for them to turn around and make up stuff and lie. And this is how Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan fans want to have a discussion. They cut you off and do not let you speak. But I'm the exposer. My job is to expose them, not to get rattled. Watch how they behave as I start the exposure.
6, he's right. Ben Wallace was there. Okay, that's one team, which I think everybody here would agree that one team is comp. That's a great team.
No. That's again. That's the one team that I had to show you, because in NBA history, only 6 teams ever done that, and the Chicago Bulls was one of the teams. The Chicago Bulls is one of the teams that done it twice. So that shows you how Michael Jordan had more help to face that competition that you call tough in the East when he had the help to beat them. He didn't have competition. He was the competition. That's the difference.
That's one.
Why are we here? Because they brought up all NBA and all defensive selection.
Okay, hold on. But what's the other team, though? What's the other teams?
What's the other teams?
The other teams that did it was 06 Pistons. It was the 96 Bulls. It was the 93 Bulls.
No, LeBron. What are you talking about?
LeBron in the East.
Talking about for LeBron.
It's the 06 Pistons and then the 08 Celtics. But who else?
Now here is a clear tactic they like to do. I didn't even get a chance to give my take. Now we have to talk about something else because they couldn't handle the information I provided. And they do this because they want to dictate the narrative in the conversation. They did not expect anybody to bring up a team that had 2 all-NBA players and 3 all-defensive players in the same year. And due to the fact they had no idea a team like that existed, they cut me off and didn't allow me to finish up my take. But let me show you how the exposure continued.
What are you asking me?
What was the other elite defensive team?
Stop giving him an out. Stop. Name me the other teams between whatever 04, 05 when he got into the
04 to 2008.
To 2018. Name me those teams where there's an abundance of all NBA selections, especially in contrast to LeBron's team, or an abundance of all-stars, and in contrast to LeBron's teams.
Go ahead.
Give me a second. Let me pull it up for you right now.
Because I know it's the old.
I got Pistons. This. Don't worry, I got this.
It's the 06 Pistons, and
like
it's the
y'all
08.
Said, we do best.
It's the 06 Pistons and the 08. What is the team called? Celtics. And I don't think anybody would ever disagree that those are legitimate competition teams for LeBron.
I just don't see how this conversation tells you who's the better player.
Right.
And we agree with Lamont 100% here in GOAT James Kingdom. But as you can see, Lo is able to speak. I didn't cut him off. He was allowed to speak so much, he was able to change the whole discussion into bringing up completely only LeBron James's competition. Not only that, he switched the whole criteria away from all NBA and all defensive selections to just an abundance of all NBA players and all-stars as well. This is what Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan fans do when you have a discussion with them. They don't let you speak, and then on top of that, they put words in your mouth or change the narrative so that they can control what we're going to be discussed, and then tell you that you said something that you never said, and we go through a whole argument about something that we never talked about. Watch what happens when the exposure get to expose it.
Outside of 2018, between 2011 to 2017, when he was making those runs consecutively, you could very confidently say that he was either definitively the best team in the East or close to being one or two. That's why. So when James is talking about competition relative to the East, agreed, especially in the 2000s. But by the time we get to 2010s, LeBron is almost undeniably on the best team in the East.
So you said take out Detroit and take out 06 Detroit and take out 08 Boston.
08, yep.
Yeah.
All right. So in 2007, Detroit had one All NBA player and one All Defensive player. We're not counting the West, right? No finals, right? Just the East, correct?
Yeah,
okay, go ahead.
Just the
07 Pistons.
Okay, let's go on. Let's move forward.
Who were the All NBA players in 07 again? Chauncey Billups and who?
I'm quite sure it was probably Chauncey Billups and Tayshaun Prince in 07.
Okay. All right.
You said they were all NBA?
One was all NBA, one was all
NBA. I said one all NBA and one all defensive.
Okay, go ahead. I got you.
All right. And in 2009, it was just Dwight Howard. He was all NBA, all defensive selected, and he was defensive player of the year. He was the rebounding champ plus the block champ for that NBA season.
So Dwight, okay, and in 2009, just Dwight.
All right, so then when we get back to the 2010s, all right.
Okay. Here's what we get.
This is where we get from 2010 to 2012. LeBron teams were better, but if we get outside of that,
I genuinely want you to answer the question. So in 2010,
between 2011, between 2010,
because it hurt LeBron. Okay.
14, the teams that LeBron James faced either had one All NBA player or one All Defensive player. But like you said, he had Dwayne Wade in 2011 through 2014, who was an All NBA player.
Okay, so from that same time, can we look at Kobe's competition?
Hold on, wait. Can I answer?
Before we go there, yeah.
No. Let's that's the next question.
Finish. Can I finish? Because
go ahead. Go.
In 2012, the New York Knicks had two All NBA players and one All Defensive player and a Defensive Player of the Year. But the Miami the Miami Heat did have Dwayne Wade and LeBron, but that was that team. Then there was the Chicago team of 2011, which had the league MVP, an All NBA player, and an All Defensive player. So that's also, but LeBron again, we're saying LeBron had the better team.
So LeBron, okay. You said 2012 New York Knicks.
And 2014 and 2013.
The 2012 New York Knicks and the 2011 Chicago. So this outside of Boston. Okay. So far we got Orlando, we got Detroit in 07, Orlando 09, we got 11 Chicago.
No. Okay, you're naming teams that only have one All NBA. Having one All NBA player, like what the fuck are we doing?
So now you see again, they don't let me speak, and then now they want to switch the narrative. He asking me, what are we doing? What are we doing is exposing Lo and Kobe Bryant fans on FYF Sports Debates. He asked to bring up a team with an abundance of All NBA and All-Star players. I talked about All NBA and All Defensive players. Not once did I exclude all defensive players, but now Lowe wants to exclude all defensive selected players. And this is where the exposer starts exposing because, again, they do not want to stick to what I was talking about. So now they want to switch things up and bring up stuff that I never mentioned and avoid everything that I did mention, and they're going to start lying on GOAT James Kingdom, and this is where they get exposed by the exposer.
No, I said,
that's what I'm saying.
I said, let me answer the question.
Listen again.
Hey, bro,
I named Detroit.
Bro.
Detroit
Funny,
had one
bro.
All-NBA, one All-Defensive. LeBron didn't have that in 2007. Okay, in 2009, LeBron James faced Dwight Howard. Okay, we talked about him being everything. He was All-NBA, All-Defensive, and Defensive.
Okay, that's one
Who had a whole bunch of role players.
That's one player.
That's one player.
The question I asked you in the beginning, name the teams where you had an abundance of All-NBA, like multiple, not one.
You only named two teams.
Okay, I gave you, I gave you Chicago, who had an All-NBA and an All-Defensive player. That's two players. I gave you New York, who had two All-NBA players and an All-Defensive player.
Why are you talking so fast?
Go, James. You took the bait.
Yeah, I have to hurry up. You guys don't let.
Go ahead. Take your time, man.
Y'all not letting me speak. Let me go through this.
Go ahead.
Okay,
let me go through this. You said multiple All-League players. Teams that had multiple All-League players. Okay. Then if we go to, let's see here. I'm keep looking down the line. If we go to Indiana, they had an All-NBA player and an All-Defensive player in 2013. That's
who? Name them.
Paul Pierce and Paul George and what's his name?
Roy Hibbert.
I can't think his name right now.
Roy Hibbert. But one All-NBA player, just one.
And one defense.
No, we're talking about, but all defense counts as well, my friend.
Go, James.
No. I asked the question.
Why is this relevant?
Bro, I asked the question about multiple All-NBA players. That's what I said.
He didn't say all defensive.
I never said anything. Listen, I never said anything about multiple NBA, but I'll go to one team.
You did. You brought up the Pistons. You led with that. Yes, you did.
I said there was only.
You backtracking, brother.
You led with that.
Hey, man, he backpedaling.
Listen. Y'all are not listening. I'm handling 4 of y'all at once. And Lo, you've been dealing with me for long enough to know that I've been exposing you long enough to know what.
Stop trying to save this nigga.
Listen to what I told you. I said that Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant never faced a team that had 2 All-NBA players plus 3 All-Defensive players. And that was the 06 Detroit team. I just mentioned that they had 3 and 2. I didn't mention because they had 2.
And my
I mentioned it because they had a team that was rare, that nobody's ever seen. That Michael Jordan.
I'm not denying that. And my response was, how many other teams fit a similar criteria? Multiple All-NBA.
You can't fit that many teams because there was not that many teams who had 2 All-NBA players on the roster in NBA history.
Okay, and when we get to Kobe,
I'm not done.
You're going to realize that that's not true. When we get to Kobe, you're going to realize that's not true. When we get to Kobe,
and when you get to Kobe, every championship he won was with an All-NBA teammate.
Yo, let him.
No one's not denying that. I'm not.
That means he had more help. That means that there was no comp. That means the team he was playing with was less superior to him because he had more help.
If both teams have 2 All-NBA players, by your logic, they both are competitive, correct?
Yeah, that's not true.
That if we go down the line, Kobe's not going to face too many teams with 2 All-NBA players.
Is Nash and Stoudemire 2 All-NBA?
Right.
And
is Tim Duncan and Tony Parker?
Tony Parker.
Yes, Tim Duncan and Tony Parker.
Okay, so Tim Duncan and Tony Parker.
Kobe.
No. Go James. I'm specifically talking about the 3 years where we're talking about where he's beating these teams to get to the finals. Is Iverson and Melo 2 All-NBA players?
Facts.
No, they're not. I
So we going like AI wasn't washed? Like, come on, bro.
AI was an All-NBA player in 2008. Move on.
He wasn't washed. He won washed in 08.
He wasn't an All-NBA player in 08.
All right, go ahead.
He wasn't. If he wasn't, that's my fault. If he wasn't, that's my fault.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, so wait. You stop me from bringing up facts so you can make up shit?
Have you lost your rabbit-ass minds?
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
You gonna learn today.
I just said
so let me continue because you were asking about 2018. You stopped at 2013 because the facts are bringing it too much for you to handle. I'm bringing up facts. I'm bringing up multiple All-League players and why they were better than LeBron's team.
I want to then bring
That's what I'm doing. I'm exposing Low.
I'm then going to bring up the Utah Jazz in that same one.
Talk too, bro.
On the Utah Jazz, were there not 2 All-NBA players on that team in 08?
What about Tracy? Hold on. What about Yao Ming, Tracy, and Tracy?
No. Stop. Because Tracy McGrady didn't play, so he's not.
Tracy McGrady
Stop
didn't
giving
even
him
play.
ammo. Stop giving him ammo. And the Utah Jazz were they not 2 All-NBA?
Go Darren Williams. Was it Darren Williams?
In 08. Who was the second guy?
Carlos Boozer.
Carlos Boozer made the All-NBA in 2008.
I'm looking at it. He did.
Yes. And then Darren Williams made the second team, sir.
Darren Williams was that nigga too.
But they did have
So I think I'm not saying that Powell didn't. What I'm saying
and Karolinko was the elite defender.
And I don't know if he made all defense team, but yeah, still a great defender. So when you initiated this conversation by saying how there's not too many teams in NBA history with 2 All-NBA players on the roster.
That's cap.
I've only stuck to a 3-year sample size in the West, and I've already named off like 4 teams.
But we got to keep going though, Lo. There's other teams. We got to keep going.
Low. Wait a minute. Low. Why are you limiting it to only 2 All-NBA players? Who said that it had to be 2 All-NBA players? But you said it. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Listen. In fact, Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant never faced a team that had 2 All-NBA players and 3 All-Defensive players on it, and that was in the Eastern Conference, the 2006 Detroit Pistons. Again,
you said what player has had multiple All-NBAs and All-Defensive players?
I did not bring up a 2 All-NBA team that had just 2 All-NBA players.
Go, James.
Bro, I'm out of here, man. Y'all have a good night.
Y'all not letting me speak. Y'all not letting me speak without lying on my name. I never brought up just 2 All-NBA player teams. I brought up a team that had 2 All-NBA players plus 3 All-Defensive players. I didn't just bring up the 2 All-Defensive teams. I didn't do that.
You literally said there's not that many teams in NBA history with 2 All-NBA players. You literally said that.
That's true, but that's true. That is true.
All right, and so what I'm saying is if there's
I don't
not
think he
that
said
many,
that, Lo. That's not what he said.
He just said it was true.
No, listen, Lamont, what I said
was
there's not too many NBA teams in NBA history that we're going to find that had 2 All-NBA teams. Because that's the NBA's history. I didn't say there was no teams Kobe didn't face like that. I just told him there was not too many teams like that in NBA history.
Oh, no, I know. And so,
okay, so now that I said that, why did you jump up from all NBA selections to 2 on a team, and then you avoided the all defensive selections?
Oh, I can do that
too. We was talking about that too. Marcus.
No, we wasn't talking about that. You was cutting me off. We was not talking about that. You were lying on my name, and you have now been exposed by the exposer. I mentioned LeBron faced more all NBA players throughout his career than Kobe Bryant. That's what I said. And I mentioned, I mentioned a team that only happened 6 times in NBA history, and one of those teams is LeBron's. Matter of fact, LeBron James has faced teams that had 4 All-Stars on it, right? In NBA history, only 9 teams had 4 All-Stars on it. LeBron faced 5 of them, 2 in the East. So LeBron has faced tougher competition than Michael Jordan and Kobe. That's what I've been fooling y'all on. So I gotta yell because y'all don't let people speak when y'all get exposed. That's what the exposure does.
Who is you exposing?
And let FYF.
I'm exposing Low, SFM, Kobe, and any Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan fan lying about competition. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, y'all.
Welcome to Go James.
He did say all NBA players. He didn't say they had to be two on one team. That's what he said in the beginning. He just said LeBron's faced more all NBA players.
Thank you, Lo. Fine, Lo. That's why you only on Players' Choice, because y'all don't take real competition like y'all talk about Michael Jordan. This is real competition at FYF. This ain't that nonsense. Hey, Lamont, you know I found out what FYF mean the other day? If you FYF, we FYO, because we fuck your feelings. We don't give a damn about y'all feelings. We expose that bullshit. Y'all keep lying up on here. Stop lying when Go James Kingdom show up.
Nigga, you the one who lying on here.
Hey, wait, hold on, Lamont.
All of this is recorded, and I will post this on TikTok and on our channel to show how y'all are the liars.
Do it. Say that you cooked a Player's Choice. I want to see it.
I already did it. Sports Fluent got it before. Mars got it before. Lowe's got it before. Shit. I'm waiting for tickets. Tickets up next. Again, what I'm talking about is that LeBron had tougher competition than Kobe and Michael Jordan. What you talking is lies.
He didn't, bro. He did not. No, he didn't, bro.
Well, go James.
Michael nor LeBron had harder competition than Kobe, bro.
Again, you're the one who brought up team records. I exposed that. You're the one who brought up all NBA. I exposed that, and I'm gonna keep exposing y'all because that's what I do.
That same bullshit team you said, Kobe faced them in 08, nigga. Too. So what
again,
the fuck did you talk about?
Kobe Bryant never made. I never won an NBA championship without an NBA team. That's
when
fact.
He faced the Suns.
That's fact. Kobe Bryant. Wait, matter of fact, wait a minute. Kobe Bryant has 12 NBA seasons with an All NBA teammate. LeBron has 5, and they played the same amount of years. Kobe Bryant had an MVP teammate. LeBron's never had that.
Yes, he did.
Never had that.
Too, nigga. He had Shaq.
Hey, what's Kobe and LeBron record head to head? Oh, never mind.
Oh yeah, exactly. Kobe got whooping on. Y'all talking about that West was harder. Why was Kobe always
11 of those wins.
If you're a basketball fan and you're tired of basketball shows that talk about fake narratives, come to GOAT James Kingdom.